Do-see-do, well, a big root and up a little dater roll, that chicken and a bread, and a cake and up a dough, walk right around on a heel and toe. You ain't a reckon how like a swing the lady round and around and out on the left like swinging on the heel or the right, she on the right and left day.
Hello, friends, neighbors. Come on in. Billy Bill's expecting you. All right, there, Johnny. All right, boy. Back to the left and don't get lost. Swing the little behind you, friend. Now step back and watch your smile. Step right up and swing her a while. Now step back and watch your friend. Step right up and swing her again. Circle forward, and around you go. Around and around and a do-see-do. Oh, the ace is high and the deuce is low. Now hurry up, girls, and don't be slow. Now you take that honey and on you go.
Thank you, gang. Doggone, we got a swell bunch for you, all lined up here on the Old American Barn Dance. Tex Williams, Homer and Jethro, the Candy Mountain Girls, the Kentucky Thoroughbreds. Why, such a big barn full of children, there's hardly room to circulate. And right now, I think I'll put these boil-the-cabbage down boys to work. The Kentucky Thoroughbreds, Bob Ward, and Going Home to San Antone. Here we go.
Well, I haven't got to worry, haven't got to care. Haven't got a thing to call my own. Though I'm out of money, honey, I'm a millionaire. I still have my home in San Antone. When I greet my neighbor with a how you all, I'm wealthy as a king upon a throne. Now you may have your mansions or your cottage small. I still take my home in San Antone. Little Pee-wee. Pee-wee, sure, son. Traveled over this country on my merry way, been in crowds and felt I was alone. But when I feel like bragging, now I'll just up and say that I'm the native son of San Antone. Me too, brother. Now when I greet my neighbor with a how you all, I'm wealthy as a king upon a throne. Now you may have your mansions or your cottage small, but I'll still take my home in San Antone.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob Ward. My goodness, that's really opening the proceedings in grand style. Say, fellas, you know, we got a couple of bandits here at the Old American Barn Dance.
Kidding,
yes, we do. I'm not kidding. Border bandits. Tennessee Border number 2 bandits, and their names are Homer and Jethro, and they're going to sing Tennessee Border number 2, Homer and Jethro.
Her eyes was red, her name was Helen. Her head looked like a watermelon. Her hair was long, she had a Tony. Her name
stuck out so fur. She didn't have much sense. She could gnaw a ear of corn right through a picket fence. Our marriage license cost a quarter on the Tennessee border. Now get it.
What are you doing?
Jitterbagging.
Oh.
One night I took her out to see what we could see. Just then I saw her husband, and he stood 6'3". He had brass knuckles, all made to order. Now my teeth are scattered on the Tennessee border.
Good old Homer and Jethro, they got the proceedings going, and everybody's ribs have been tickled, and everybody's in a good humor. I think I ought to get the gang all bunched up here for a little lightning in the way of Cindy. Get them all together so we have a good old Southern shout tune. While I'm checking back here on the words with the gang, why don't you look into this little situation? Check up on this, and I think you'll be glad you did. Cindy, all right, gang, come on up here with me. Pee-wee, give me a little red old fiddle here. You ought to see my Cindy, she lives away down south. She's so sweet to honeybees, so warm around her mouth. Get along home, home, Cindy, get along home. Get along home, home, Cindy, I'm gonna leave you now. I wish I was an apple hanging on a tree, and every time that Cindy passed, she'd take a bite of me. Get along home, home, Cindy, get along home. Get along home, home, Cindy, I'm gonna leave you now. I took my Cindy to the preacher, and what do you think she done? What? Stood right up in the preacher's face and chewed her jawing gum. Get along home, home, Cindy, get along home. Get along home, Cindy, I'm gonna leave you now. Give me a little fiddle here when we get squared away. Attaboy, Pee-wee. Cindy in the summertime, Cindy in the fall. If she can't be Cindy now, she can't be Cindy at all. Get along home, home, Cindy, get along home. Get along home, home, Cindy, I'm gonna leave you now. Cindy is a pretty girl, Cindy is a peach. She flung her arms around my neck and hung on like a leech. Get along home, home, Cindy, get along home. Get along home, home, Cindy, I'm gonna leave you now. I got the shape of the head. Well, that's swell. That's wonderful. We just get bunched up and everybody has a good time just like that. All we need to do is get Pee-wee started on the fiddle there. Say, looks like we got Nancy Lee circling 8 around these here parts. Nancy Lee, you got your guitar strapped on you there. Will you give us a song?
Train Whistle Blues.
Train Whistle Blues? Well, for goodness sakes, Nancy Lee, sing old Train Whistle Blues. Come on, kid.
The blues, she hangs her little head and she cries. Oh, how she cries. When a woman gets the blues, she hangs her head and she cries. Oh, how she cries. But when a man gets the blues, he grabs the train and rides. That's what he does. Now every time I see that lonesome train, every time I see that lonesome train, oh, it makes me wish I was going home again. Say, oh, look yonder coming down that railroad track. You see what I mean? gets that old train smoking, smoking from that old smokestack. Now when a woman gets the blues, she hangs her little head and she cries, I'm going home to mother. When a woman gets the blues, she hangs her head and she cries. Oh, how she cries. But when a man gets the blues, he grabs a train and rides.
Oh, that was fine. Mighty nice there, Nancy Lee. Gee willikers, the train whistle blues. I kind of figured that she'd be off on the right track. Sorry, it kind of runs away with me sometimes here. Say, Bob Schaefer up here, he's the type of fellow that we sure like to have at the Old American Barn Dance. He's so easy to get along with, and I mean that seriously. And he's so obliging with his songs. And for that, well, we're all mighty grateful and happy about it. Bob said he had a song, Pardon Me for Loving You, that he'd like to sing special for you folks. And I think it's a good idea because I heard him rehearsing it. Come on, Bob, sing that song.
You tell me when you hear my name that it won't make you blue. Pardon me for loving you. You say I should forget the day when we said I do. Pardon me for loving you. You tell me, little darling, that it's all over now, that love was never meant for you and me. But darling, I just can't forget the happiness we knew. Pardon me for loving you. Now you tell me it's all wrong to keep on loving you. And if it's wrong, there's nothing I can do. And when you go, I know that my poor heart will break in two. Pardon me for loving you.
Gee, that was really swell. Except maybe for one thing. I kind of think Bob set all these feminine hearts just a-fluttering down here along the shelf, so to speak. Say, Candy Mountain girls, you look real peart and spirited. Do you feel like a polka?
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and polka for us.
The Minnesota polka floating on the breeze. The Minnesota polka underneath the trees. The Minnesota polka, the rippling waters play. With coffee pot and smorgasbord, you'll dance the night away. They cut down a tall pine tree and made a floor to dance on. With branches they made a fire and put the coffee pot on. They tuned out the fiddle and harmonica, accordion and old banjo. Sitting on a bale of hay, then the band began to play. The dance was on. The Minnesota polka floating on the breeze. The Minnesota polka underneath the trees. The Minnesota polka, the rippling waters play. With coffee pot and smorgasbord, we'll dance the night away. They cut down a tall pine tree and made a floor to dance on. With branches they made a fire and put the coffee pot on. They tuned up the fiddle and harmonica, accordion and old banjo. Sitting on a bale of hay, then the band began to play. The dance was on. The Minnesota polka floating on the breeze. The Minnesota polka underneath the trees. The Minnesota polka, the rippling waters play. With coffee pot and smorgasbord, you dance the night away. Yes, dance the night away.
Fine, girl. Thank you. Why, that song was just as pretty as our Candy Mountain girls, that's what. They really put the old polka spirit into the doings here and made our party even a better one. And no party's going to be complete without refreshments. And I know that maybe you might like to have, say, for instance, an ice cream cone, chocolate ice cream cone. And I got just the fellow to serve it to you, the double dipper himself, Kenny Roberts. He's going to sing that song, the chocolate ice cream cone. But while we're getting the song out of the freezer here, I want you to visit with the folks that bring you the old American barn dance. Everybody screams for ice cream. Kenny Roberts with the chocolate ice cream cone.
Thanks a lot, everybody. Here we go, chocolate ice cream cone. Betcha. My mama said if I'd be good, she'd send me to the store. She said she'd bake some gingerbread if I would sweep the floor. Said if I would make the bed and watch the telephone, that she would send me out to get a chocolate ice cream cone. And so I did the thing she said, and then she made some gingerbread. Then I went out, just me alone, and got my chocolate ice cream cone. While coming back, I stubbed my toe upon a big old stone. Now need I tell you that I dropped my chocolate ice cream cone? A little puppy came along and took a great big lick, and so I hit that mean old dog with just a little stick. Then he bit me where I sit down, and he chased me all over town. So now I'm lost, can't find my home, and all because of that chocolate ice cream cone. And all because of that chocolate ice cream cone.
Well, sir, that whetting my appetite. That was a swell serving of chocolate ice cream cone by our good boy, Kenny Roberts. You know, there's no one in all this world, sure you agree with me on this, that's any finer than Mother. Some of us are very fortunate, and we still have our mothers. Some of us aren't nearly that fortunate. At any rate, the Kentucky Thoroughbreds would like to sing a song and dedicate it to all mothers. To you, Mom. If I could hear my mother pray again.
How sweet and happy seem those days in which I dream, when memory recalls them now and then, and with what rapture sweet my weary heart would beat if I could hear my mother pray again. If I could hear my mother pray again, if I could hear her tender voice as then, how happy I would be, would mean so much to me. If I could hear my mother pray again. She used to pray that I on Jesus would rely, and always walk the shining gospel way. trusting in her love. I seek that home above, where I shall meet my mother some bright day. If I could hear my mother pray again, if I could hear her tender voice as then, how happy I would be, would mean so much to me. If I could hear my mother pray
Thank you, Kentucky Thoroughbreds. Thank you very much. Tex Williams has a song that is probably one of the most famous songs in all this good old USA. If all the jukeboxes were lined up that have played this song, I think we'd have Nickelodeons right on up to the moon. And we're going to have him do his most famous song, one that you know. But first, we're going to take time out for this message, and then we'll take time in for Tex. Ladies and gentlemen, and friends of the barn dance, all I have to say now is here is Tex Williams singing his famous Smoke, Smoke, Smoke. Tex?
Thank you very much, Bill. Thank you. All righty. I'm a fella with a heart of gold, with the ways of a gentleman. I've been told, the kind of a fella that wouldn't even harm a flea. But it's me and a certain character mad, the guy that invented the cigarette. I'd murder the son of a gun in the first degree. Now, it ain't 'cause I don't smoke myself, and I don't reckon that they hinder your health. I've smoked them all my life, and I ain't dead yet. But nicotine slaves are all the same at a betting party or a poker game. Everything's got to stop while they smoke another cigarette. Smoke, smoke, smoke that cigarette. Go on and puff, 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 and if you smoke yourself to death, tell St. Peter at the Golden Gate that you hate to make him wait. You've just got to have another cigarette. Gave a chance the other night, old Dame Fortune was doing me right. Man, kings and queens just kept on coming around. Then I got a pull and I'd better hide, but my bluff didn't work on a certain guy. He just kept on raising and laying that long green down. He'd raise me and I'd raise him. I was sweating blood, you gotta sink or swim. He finally called, didn't raise the bell. I said, Ace is full, pal, how about you? He said, well, I'll tell you in a minute or two, but right now, I just gotta have another cigarette. Smoke, smoke, smoke that cigarette. Go on and puff, 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 and if you smoke yourself to death, tell St. Peter at the Golden Gate that you hate to make him wait. You just gotta have another cigarette. Once more, boys. Now, the other night I had me a date with the cutest little gal in the 48 states, a hybrid uptown fancy little dame. She said she loved me, and it seemed to me that everything was about like it ought to be, so hand in hand we strolled down Lover's Lane. She was oh so far from a chunk of ice, and our smooching party was going real nice. So help me, Hannah, I think it'd have been there yet. I gave her a kiss and a little squeeze, and she said, Tex, excuse me, please, but I've just got to have another cigarette. Smoke, smoke, smoke that cigarette. Go on and puff, 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 and if you smoke yourself to death, tell St. Peter at the Golden Gate that you hate to make him wait. You've just got to have another cigarette.
Thank you, good old Tex Williams, boy, with his smoke, smoke, smoke. Well, there's the song of the trail. It means it's time for us to be getting along. We want you to remember to come back again. Golly, we appreciate having you so much. We don't send out engraved invitations, but I want to make it just as plain and simple and easy to understand that you're sure welcome. We want to have you back. Remember the folks that bring you the Old American Barn Dance, our sponsor. And there's another little thing that you might remember. It's an old saying about the best way to feel good is to do something good for somebody else. Until that old bard of the barnyard, Uncle Tom Corwin, spots you coming around here to Barn Dance headquarters again next time. This is your country squire, Bill Bailey, saying so long, and God bless each and every one of you.
Swing your partners, everybody swing. Now element left and element right. A right and left and form a star, right and left and form a star. Now let the star to heaven soar with a right and left and star again, a right and left and star again. Now shoot that star with boom turn round, promenade your partner round, promenade. You promenade, just 2 by 2, you promenade like you used to do with the big foot up, now let's put down, you promenade. The head 2 couples down to swing, the head 2 couples swing. Now lead right out to your right of the ring, then chase the rabbit, chase the squirrel, chase the pretty girl around the world. Now chase the possum and raccoon, then chase that pretty boy around the moon. Now circle floor, and break that ring with lotion doll. Lady go see the jingle doll. It's one more change and home you go and everybody swing, everybody swing. Side couple, lead to your right, it's through that couple, the lady round a lady, the gent round a gent. Gent round lady, lady round a gent. Now gather in a ring and circle half, right left page, right down the line, your right left page, right down the line, right left page. You turn it around and turn right back, right left page is front, right left back. Hurry boys, let's go, right left through and home you go and everybody swing. The head 2 couples swing to the right, the head 2 couples swing to the right, circle forward line, forward 8 and back. Forward 8 with a right left through, right left through. Now ladies, chain across the set. Hurry, boys, they're not through yet. Ladies, chain them down the line. Now chain them ladies across the set. Hurry, boys, you're not through yet. Chain them down the line. Now forward 8 and back. Forward 8 and back. Forward 8 with a right left through, right left through. Now line to floor with circle floor. Break that ring with an ocean though. It's lady on see the jet goes all one more change and home you go. Everybody swing, everybody swing. All join hands and circle left, all join hands and circle left. Now ladies climb the golden stairs, ladies climb the golden stairs. Circle 8, ladies climb the stairs with floor. Circle 8 is 54 and ladies climb the stairs with floor. Circle 8 around you go and ladies climb the stairs. Now element left with your left hand, element left and promenade. You promenade, just 2 by 2, you promenade. Leave one up and a little bit down, swing your honey, get around and round. Everybody swing. Elbow left to the elbow style, right to your own dance a while. Balance in and balance out. Turn that right hand lady about. Balance out.